Hi there, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite swap cards that I received at convention, and it was made by Sarah Sagert, who is an artisan winner and a very, very talented stamper. And I just love her work. So hopefully you enjoy the card as much as I do, and you can recreate this in your own color tones or whatever works for you. So to start with, I've got a 4 1/4 inch by 11 inch piece of confetti card or crumb cake cardstock, and I stamped it just with the confetti background, which is a little different than Sarah had done. She'd used polka dots, but I used what I had. So then I'm going to take, I have a 1 1/4 inch by 6 inch piece of Melon Mambo Designer Series paper, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear off the bottom. And the way that I do this, and it's just a little thing that works for me, is I always say rip right. So I'm using my right hand to rip, like left. And so what I like, I keep in my left hand. And as I go now, I'm just going to make a little pleat. So I'm going to start by taping my, you can see I've just got my adhesive already on my card. And I'm going to go over about 3/4 of an inch and then just do the tiniest little fold. And I'm just going to work my way across the card, and again it's just an ever so slightly small pleat. You can see here. So I work my way across, and I don't want to run out. So there we go. It was just a perfect fit there. You might want to be a bit more generous with your designer paper there, and then I'm just going to crease those pleats. So there's step number 1. Okay, and my next step is I'm going to build my next layer. So what I've got here is a piece of Daffodil Delight, and on there you can see maybe that I've got a little bit of adhesive already on there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my pool party ribbon, which I'll show you. I did a little cheater knot. So I tied, so I'm just going to tuck that in behind. I tied my ribbon right around a re-inker bottle, and I tied a knot there. And then by doing that, what I can then do is I'm just going to trim on the diagonal, and I have myself a really nice flat knot without using a ton of ribbon. So just kind of a neat little cheater method there. And now I've got a piece of Old Olive cardstock, and I'm just going to tuck this behind the Daffodil Delight, and I use the this punch here, the dotted ribbon edge punch. Okay, so now that I've got that, I'm going to attach this to my card. I'm going to use this grid under just to make sure I'm somewhat in line. Here we go. I find it hard to assemble sideways. Okay, so I think that's about right. And you'll see that I'll do a little bit of trimming there on my final one. I'm going to add my pumpkin pie button. And then the last step is we're just going to build our interest layer. So I've used the stamp set Moving Forward, which is from this year's Stampin' Up! Catalog, and it is our Ronald McDonald stamp set. So $3 of every purchase goes directly to Ronald McDonald House. Love this set, stamped in pumpkin pie. And then I'm just going to take, I use the itty bitty punches and our little tiny brads, and I'm just going to secure those flowers. I could have used markers here on these flowers, and I've already pre-poked using the pokey doodle there. I could have used markers and changed the color, but I'm far too lazy to do that. So I just like to use some punches. And then you can see around this edge, I also used the, there we go, sorry, the pokey pack, the, what's it called? Paper piercer, this one here. So the template, and then the pokey doodle, the paper piercer, I just laid it on top of the Whisper White and poked my way around so you get this nice even template there on your card. And then the last set is, I've just got the Hello Dear Friend, and I stamped that in Old Olive on Old Olive. I'm just going to line that up. And voila, I've recreated Sarah's beautiful convention swap. So thank you, Sarah, for the great idea, and thank you for checking out my video today. If you'd like to learn more, go to my blog at stampwithheather.ca to check out dimensions, details, and order numbers. So have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.